Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by dense forests, there lived a young boy named Aarav. He was curious, clever, and full of questions. Unlike other children who were content playing games, Aarav wanted to know why the stars twinkled, why people fought, and why happiness didn't last forever. One evening, Aarav overheard a story from an old traveler in the village square. The traveler spoke of a magical mirror hidden deep in the forest, a mirror that showed not your face, but your true self. If you dare to look into it, the old man said, you'll see who you really are, your fears, your desires, your truth. Aarav was instantly fascinated. If I find that mirror, he thought, maybe I'll understand life better. The next morning, without telling anyone, he packed some food, water, and set off into the forest. As he walked deeper, the trees grew thicker, and silence replaced the sounds of birds. After hours of walking, Aarav stumbled upon a small wooden cabin. Hanging on its door was a sign that read, "To find the mirror, face what you fear the most." Aarav hesitated. He was afraid of the dark, of being alone, and of knowing the truth about himself. But he took a deep breath and entered the cabin. Inside, it was dim and dusty. In the center stood the mirror, tall, old, and strangely glowing. As Aarav stepped closer, the mirror shimmered, and suddenly, instead of his reflection, he saw himself yelling at his younger sister, lying to his friend, and giving up easily when things got hard. He looked away, ashamed. Is this really me? But then, the mirror showed something else. Him helping a stranger, comforting a friend who was crying, and staying up all night to finish a school project. Aarav's eyes filled with tears. He realized something powerful. He was not just his mistakes or his goodness. He was a mixture, a work in progress. Suddenly, the cabin filled with light, and a voice echoed, "The truth isn't meant to hurt, but to guide. Learn, grow, and choose who you want to be." With a heart full of new understanding, Aarav walked back home. He started treating people with more kindness, forgave himself for past mistakes, and worked hard to become better each day. Years later, when he became a teacher, he told his students the same story, not to scare them, but to remind them, we all have a mirror inside us. Look into it not with fear, but with honesty. Moral of the story: knowing yourself is the first step toward becoming your best self. We are not defined by our mistakes, but by what we choose to do after them.